up, y'all? Welcome to Club Living Room Podcast. We are your hosts. I am Lenora, joined by my one and only
Michael, aka Mikey, BKA Mike. What up? What up, y'all?
This is the second episode of our podcast. We thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening.
Yes,
If
yes, yes.
you watched and or listened to our first podcast, our first
First episode.
episode, we so appreciate you. We have wanted to do this for a long time. We really want to just kind of grow this podcast. We want to be able to share with y'all. We want y'all to be able to share with us. So we hope that you will continue to tune in and that you enjoy it. So thank you for being here with us. On this podcast, we're going to be talking about relationships. We're going to be talking about love. We're going to be talking about parenting. We have been together for 20 years. We've been married for 14, and we have 4 children. So you'll hear about them. You'll hear about our love and, some stuff that we go through as a married couple,
And
et
whatever
cetera,
the
et cetera.
internet says about marriage or relationships or kids, because I need to hear y'all thoughts about these things.
Yeah, so we are so glad to be here with you guys. We will be coming to your screens and to your ears on a weekly basis. And we thank you guys for being here.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, so first things first, we have had some issues.
My Lord.
We have
My
recorded this second episode now 3 times.
Three times. Three
So
times.
if there's someone out there who is just wishing for us to fail, we ask that you please stop. We don't know what we did to you, but we are sorry, and we want you to please stop because we have just had issue after issues. We had issues with our interface, our audio interface. We had issues with our internet. We recorded an entire hour episode, and we're so
Didn't have no.
excited about it, and there was no sound. It was just video. So we are
What did we do?
determined.
Tell me, what did we do to you? Just let us know. If we hurt you in some way,
I'm sorry.
we are sorry. We truly are. That you are wishing the demise of us because my Lord, we have recorded this episode 3 times and have had 3 different conversations.
That's all right, babe. It's okay because you know what? It's still gonna be good. So
It's still gonna be
we
good.
we are gonna make this work. We are determined. We're gonna figure out all the issues, all the kinks. This is only episode 2, so you know what
Oh
I
my
mean.
gosh.
Anything that you start, you're gonna have some bumps in the road. So we just hit a couple of bumps, but we are still here, and
Yeah.
we will continue to be here because
We're
again,
gonna press on.
we really want to do this and really want to make this happen. Okay, so anywho, let's get started with our drink of the day and our song of the day. First of all, my bartender here, what did you make me?
So, you've been on the margarita Malibu tip. I just
Give me
added.
one margarita.
Uh-oh. I just added a little bit of Moscato in there to make it a little bit more sweeter. So yeah, you got a margarita Malibu Moscato drink sitting in.
We need to do a reel with us like making drinks. Like next time we do come on a date with us in the kitchen reel,
Yeah,
we need to make some drinks.
I ain't no problem with me. I'm always down for a good old drink.
No, okay. What are you drinking?
I am drinking a Dominican rum called Ron Barcelos. And I tried this spirit and I was like, that's good. I'm not really a rum drinker, but you know what? This is going down pretty smooth. So shout out to Ron Barcelo and the Dominican rum of Anejo.
Did you have to keep saying spirits in that way?
Yeah,
Spirit
because
and
because
spirit.
you don't want to say liquor, so you
Why?
say spirits. Because
Oh,
wine and spirits, not wine and liquor.
okay. Moving right along. So we invite you all if you and like to indulge also in an alcoholic beverage from time to time,
Feel
have a
free.
drink with us, okay? And let us know what you're drinking. And then our song of the day, if you follow us on Instagram and possibly TikTok if I ever post there again because I don't have it on my phone right now. Um, we post our club living room dances every week, and our song of the week is. Oh, I have to turn down. Rock the Boat by the late, great, beautiful Aaliyah. This is one of those songs I chose because, this song came out. I was
Senior.
either a junior or a senior.
You had to have been a senior because I was a freshman in high school when
Okay.
she was making this video.
A freshman in
In
college.
college, yeah, freshman in college.
Right. So, I didn't know what the heck she was talking about. I thought it was about a boat. I was so confused. And so, it's one of those songs that when you get grown, you listen to the lyrics, you be like, wait a minute. Okay.
But it's a lot of those songs.
Oh, it's a whole lot of them. It's a
whole lot of them that you don't really pay attention. You just was like, oh yeah, you vibing to the beat, and next thing you know, you go back and listen to the lyrics, and you was like, oh, she really wanted her. She was trying to cheat on her husband and with the other dude.
Well, you're talking about a totally different song, but I get your point.
You get my point.
Yes, I
Yeah.
get your point. I get your point.
Yeah.
So that's our song. If you follow us on Instagram, or even if you don't follow us on Instagram, go and follow us, and you will see our little dancey dance that we do in our club living room. So, anywho, moving right along, our first segment is Free Before 11. That is our segment that we talk about before we get to the real club stuff. So, what do you want to talk about, honey? We just had a holiday.
Yeah. So shout out to all of the fathers out there, uh, uncles, grandfathers, mentors, father figures who have stepped up and done what they're supposed to do and representing and leading their families. So shout out to all the fathers out there.
So, how was your Father's Day, honey?
I had a fantastic Father's Day. The creativity that my wife and my children brought forth during this Father's Day. Now, side note, on the Father's Day is the least happiest.
Least happiest?
Least happiest? That don't really sound right, right?
It doesn't.
Okay, well let me rewind. It is the 22nd, according to Alik Sadiq, the comedian, who stated that um, that Father's Day is ranked 22nd among the holidays, behind Columbus Day or I think he said Arbor Day. I don't even know what that is. I don't think he knew what that was.
That's okay.
But Father's Day is ranked behind because we get ties and underwear and socks and there's not much
Things
thought
that you need.
There's not much thought put into Father's Day, but this Father's Day, my significant other truly did, and my kids, they did a wonderful. They treated me to a scavenger hunt, and I really enjoyed it. Got me cologne and everything. So I appreciate the what my significant other did on this Father's Day. I love you, baby.
I do want to point out that you, sir, are very fortunate because you do have I'm a significant other, I guess. You do have a significant other whom cares enough to plan and create certain moments so that you, sir, feel special. Now, on the other hand, as you said, Father's Day is generally looked at as not as important holiday. Okay, we were just watching a Cosby Show episode where Cliff was talking about how he got all these crazy gifts. He got these light up ties and suspenders and hats,
Right.
and he was like, "I want real gifts." So the kids went and bought a rooster thing, so he would know the weather, and then it was an electric ice cream scoop, a whole bunch of other still random stuff, right? And I told my husband, I said, "Well, you got real stuff. You got real gifts. We did 5 senses is what we did, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my oldest son, got him cologne, okay, and then our oldest daughter got you some sunglasses. So cologne smell, obviously sunglasses sight. And then for hearing, our youngest son got him AirPod cases, Captain America. He was so adamant about getting Captain America AirPod cases For taste, our youngest daughter got him some Snickers and gummy bears. And then for touch, I got him some little slip-on flip-flop slides or whatever. So yeah, I
Uh,
mean, you had,
a wonderful,
yeah.
fantastic
Now let's
Father's Day.
rewind to May when there was a holiday for the people who give birth to the children
Okay,
and
okay.
nurse the children
Yeah, yeah.
and
Okay,
grow the
okay,
children inside of their bodies before that happened.
okay, okay.
And
I'm
I
listening.
don't know that I recall
Hmm, hmm.
there being as much effort put into that
Okay,
day
okay.
for me.
Okay, okay. All right. So, um, let me just point out that we have established that the holidays aren't. We're not really big on getting gifts, and that's just us, right? That's just us. So my kids would do things for my wife, and I would allow them to express their love for their mother for Mother's Day. Um, and that's what they did. Each one of them had their own specific thing that they created at school, and we presented those items to her.
So the things they created at school did not involve you. That's A. That's and B. Some of the things I got after Mother's Day. That's B.
That's B.
That's B. C. Okay. Um, we established years ago we really weren't getting each other gifts because we had no money. Let's be honest, that's what it was. We had no money, and we're not, gifts are not our love language, right? I like to give gifts. I like to receive gifts. I think everybody does at some point, right? It's nice to have, but it's not a necessity. I don't have to have it. All that being said, when it comes to holidays such as that, and they involve our children and they get all excited and all the things, that's when I'm like, okay, now we got to do a little bit more and we got to show a little more appreciation, whatever. But it's all good. I just gave, I just grew them in my body, pushed them out, and nursed them,
So
and
let's go ahead and put a pin in that, and we going put it on out there that you would want a more vibrant Mother's Day. Is that what you're
it's
stating?
not. It's not that I want a
Don't be
more
hating on my
vibrant
vocabulary, okay?
Mother's Day. It's that I want the effort to be there. I want you to plan something, albeit small. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it just something,
Okay.
anything that
Okay.
shows me that you, sir, appreciate me, and yet your children appreciate me, like we show you on your birthday and Father's Day and Christmas. I
Okay.
want to do over before May. That's that.
Before May, we already in we at the end of June. All
It was
right. So
Christmas time.
anytime before the
I
next
don't
Mother's
care what
Day,
it is.
you want a
I
Mother's Day.
want a Mother's Day.
Got it. Noted. All right.
So, anywho, moving right along, my free before 11 topic that I want to talk about is weddings and vow renewals, right? So, if you guys are fans of Kev on Stage and his wife Melissa, they did a vow renewal for their 20th anniversary. They were in Cabo San Lucas,
It
Mexico,
was all
and
that.
it was just beautiful. I watched as much footage of it as I possibly could. Every story, every reel, every post, every picture from all the people that I follow that were there, even some people that I don't follow. I was all into it, and I'm like so geeked out and so excited about planning our 20th anniversary, which will be in 5.5 years. And yeah, I just want to do it now. Like, the great thing about social media is when we first got married, we did not have social media. We had the Knot magazine, we had bridal shows,
Yeah.
etc. So that was kind of that's where we got inspiration from
That was
on
the
what we wanted,
extent to which you were able to show off.
right, and what we wanted to do and stuff. So now with social media, I mean, you could just see all these things, and I was like, oh, I was so inspired. I was like, oh my god, I cannot wait to start planning we don't know who's going to come because we decided we want to do a destination wedding, and the majority of my family has no desire to leave the country. So I don't
I
know.
think we'll be good. I think if we were to say, hey, we're gonna go here, we're renewing our vows after 20 years of marriage. I think if we were to let the people and the let the people know, they will show up.
I don't know. Maybe your family will, but there are some people in my family who really have no
They would
desire to
show
leave.
up.
They really have no desire to leave the country. So I will be shocked.
Yeah, they don't have no leave the country when it's just them, but for us, they'll show up. Give them credit.
I guess we'll find out. And where do we want to have this vow renewal? Vow. I can't say that word.
Vow
Vow
renewal.
renewal ceremony.
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica is a place near and dear to our hearts. I actually did. It wasn't a study abroad program, but it was an immersion program after I graduated college in Costa Rica. And he came for a week when I was done with my program, and we just had an amazing time. It's an amazing country. It was so beautiful, so lovely. So we would love to go back there and do it. So,
5 years,
right,
five
put
and
it
a
on your
half
calendar.
years. Put it on your
In
calendar.
November.
In November, we're gonna be in Costa Rica in 5.5 years.
So get ready. I'm in the works of planning now. I want the same cast of characters. We did not have a large wedding party. I'm just a few people. I want the same color scheme, like all the things.
I don't know about all that. We got, I was wearing black.
No, I don't want you to wear black. I didn't
Right.
say
So you said the same color scheme.
the same color scheme. I didn't say we wearing the same outfits per se. I'm not wearing the same dress. You don't wear the same suit. I actually want you in green. Not like a lime green, not like a hunch green, but like a translucent. Like I got it in my head. Don't worry about it.
Translucent?
I mean, translucent is probably not the right word,
What?
but like a shiny, it's in my head. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I got it.
Okay.
You just show up.
I'll be there, but I don't know if it's gonna be in translucent green.
No, you just show up. It's in my head. I want you like in a green suit. I don't want black. I don't want white. And one thing.
What
that,
about a fuchsia or
No.
like a salmon?
No. No. I don't want that. I don't want that.
Okay.
I want
What
the
about
guests to wear purple though.
You want the guests to wear purple.
Yes.
All right.
And then your accents will be purple.
So y'all got 5 years to find some purple outfits. Okay. All right. So what about if I wear like a gray?
No, you're gonna wear green. So don't worry about it. I got it covered.
Are you sure it's still gonna be green in 5.5 years?
Because the wedding colors and stuff will not change.
Okay.
Like, it's not gonna change. Don't worry. Just show up.
Just be there.
Just be there.
Okay.
Just be there.
Right.
That's it. So we will be doing that. We'll send out invitations in about 4 years.
In about 4 years.
So,
hopefully we got your address in the end.
I know, but anyway, so those were our topics for the day. We are going to get into kids club. We already kind of talked about Father's Day, right? But our littlest baby, who's 4 years old.
Yeah.
If you've never heard the story, okay, I'll tell it really quickly. We had our 2 girls, and then we got our boy, and we were all excited because his sister has 3 girls, his brother has 2 girls, no boys in the family. So we were all excited. Yay, we get to have a boy. The Spence name lives on. All excited and decided we were done, right? We were done. We didn't want any more kids. And then my oldest son turned 2, and I was like, this dude needs a brother. Our niece was living with us at the time. And so he was following behind my niece and my 2 girls. And it was he just needed a brother. So I was like, babe, we need to have a boy. And he was like, no, we don't. And I'm like, but yeah, we do. So I Googled, because your brother told me years ago that he knew people who determined the gender of their child, right? And so I put that in the back of my mind. I was like, in my mental Rolodex, I'm going to remember that because I might need it one day. So I went to Google and I said, Google, how do you make a boy? Okay. And Google told me what to do. And I told him,
it worked.
And we did it. You can Google it on your own. And we made a boy. We made a man child. And my boys are thick as thieves. these boys, they have a bunk bed. They share a room. They have a bunk bed. They sleep in the same bed every single night. Okay,
Right.
almost every single night. Single night.
It's
If
about
one
every
has
single
to
night.
get up and pee,
The other
they
one,
wake the other one up to get up and
we
pee.
we, we both going. I
They
know
wake
you got to go pee. If I got to go pee, you definitely got to go
just
pee
the
too.
other
So we both gonna go.
just the other day, they woke up both out of their sleep, walked into the living room, and laid on the couch together and went back to
You went
sleep.
back to
Like
sleep. Went back
they
to
just
sleep on the
they
couch.
are thick as thieves, and I love it. I love it. I love it. And I always think of the theme song from the Wayans brothers, where it's like, "We're brothers, we're happy
Yeah,
and we're singing and we're colored. Da 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 da. Give me a high five
Yeah,
every time I look at them."
yeah.
So we just they are just a good time. They really are. They're it's fun to watch their relationship grow and blossom. But that little one is obsessed with somebody who really was not gung ho about having a fourth kid, and that
I was
makes
not.
me feel some type of way
I
because
was
my uncle
not.
has called me the substitute parent.
You
Um,
are.
because he is like, "Where's daddy? Where's daddy?
Well,
Where is daddy?"
let's be honest, right? Like we were good after the boy came. Like we both were good after the boy came, the first boy after Logan came, and quite frankly, I didn't. There was no need for me to have any additional children because we had the girls, we had the boys, and we're pretty much set. The name lives on, so everything else is just extra. You know what I mean? But there's something about this one right here.
I constantly say, "I told you so." He is his little mini me, his little protege, and
It's my
always,
little dude.
always has been. I mean, none of our other kids really gravitated to one or the other of us. They were just like, "Mommy and Daddy, I love you both equally." This little boy really just wants to be with his dad.
Daddy's boy, all the way through and through.
Oh, it's so annoying.
It doesn't matter like what it is. Like he's searching, he's looking for daddy.
He's literally said to me before, "No, mommy, I don't like you. I like daddy." So yeah,
It's
there's.
okay. It's all right. You know what I mean?
I mean, it,
Hey,
it is what it is. It is what it is. I only gave birth to him and nursed him.
yeah.
Whatever. The
Brought
little
him into
things.
you brought him into this
I
world,
only did a few
and I'm
things.
sure he appreciates that.
I don't know if he does.
I'm sure he appreciates that. But
I actually told a friend of mine, we were talking about divorce. She's dating a guy who's divorced, and I told her, I said, our oldest, if we divorced, and you tell me if you agree or disagree, I said she would be sad.
hmm
Okay. Our second oldest, she would be devastated. She would lose her freaking
she would
mind.
lose. She It's the
Okay.
second kid, so
She would lose all of her mind.
everybody knows what the second kid is like.
Our oldest son, I think he would just be confused.
Yeah,
Right. And I
he's an
said,
airhead.
don't say that,
I
no,
must
baby.
say.
And then our youngest son, I said, he will be fine as long as he's with his dad. He will be totally fine. He'll be like, oh, whatever. I'll see mommy when I see her. So
Yeah,
anyway, we're so grateful to have our little four kids.
yeah.
And no, we've said it before. We'll say it again. We are not having any more. We're
No,
done. Done.
because
Done.
the plumbing has been plugged,
Oh,
and
baby.
yeah, the plumbing has been plugged, and we are donezo with that. So there are
Done.
no. We have done our job. So yeah, that's it.
Done. So, anywho, you'll hear more about our kids when we talk about them frequently. You'll hear about stuff they do. So, moving on, our cover charge for the day. What we're going to talk about is sharing of hygiene products. I will let you, my dear husband, lead the conversation.
So here's the thing, right? So, um, my wife is of the notion that when you share, when you become married, you become one, and I am of that notion as well, right? Um, except when it comes to toothbrushes, right? So, caveat: you out in the woods, and let's just say she forgot her toothbrush. We are camping. My wife would no hesitation use my toothbrush and will be fine with it. And I've explained to her that, yes, I would allow you to use my toothbrush, but best believe I'm never using that toothbrush again. So, what are your thoughts behind using your significant other's toothbrush?
So here's the thing.
No.
I have no desire to just use my husband's toothbrush. Okay.
Are you sure?
However, and also, I understand that we have been in this relationship for a very, very, very
20
long
years.
time. I understand that we have shared quite a few things.
Yeah.
Okay. I understand that the the
But there is something about the teeth and the bacteria and germs that's in the mouth.
I mean,
Okay. All right.
I don't.
Okay.
So what I was going to say is, in the grand scheme of things,
Right.
sharing a toothbrush should be the least of our worries. Okay, how because let me ask some questions. Do you or do you not put your lips against mine?
I do. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you or do you not put your tongue with mine? Like
Yes. Yes.
they
Yes.
intertwine.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I do.
Disclaimer: this is probably not for children.
Right.
Okay. So if your kids are with you,
Probably not.
probably
Not a
don't
good
want to have
idea.
them listening.
Okay.
Our kids are asleep. So
It's 2:30 in the morning.
okay. So would you
Mhm.
share the cup with me and drink from the same area?
I would share the cup. I would try not to drink from where your lips are because I can see your lipstick in this area right here. So I would probably turn the cup around and, and still take a sip.
He's lying. Okay. Would you or would you not share a straw with me?
See, here, all right. It's all about context, right? It's all about context. If you have a straw, right? And we just, we got an icy, okay? Right. We can share an icy. We can sip out of the icy, right? No problems, no if and buts about it. However, when it comes to brushing your teeth, the goal of brushing your teeth is to get the plaque and dirt, all of that off of you so that so that your teeth can be clean. It's different than just drinking out of a straw or sipping out of a cup or a glass.
I just okay. Would you share a straw? You don't. Would you share a straw with me?
I would share a straw with you.
Okay. Would you share a fork or a spoon with me?
Right. If you were feeding me, you got some food on your plate, and I was like, baby, let me get some of that right there. And you'd be like, here you go, baby. Boom. Yeah. I would share your fork. Yes, I would.
Okay. So, if you would do all of those things, including other things that we will not mention,
understandable, right?
If we're in the wilderness,
Yeah.
and our teeth need to be brushed.
Right.
Let's not even say the wilderness. Let's say
we're
at a hotel.
Yeah. Okay,
we're at a hotel.
Yeah.
I forgot my toothbrush. They have no toothbrushes at the front desk. We just have the one.
You can use my toothbrush, baby. Yes, you can. But you know what? You ain't got to worry about me using the toothbrush.
And this is a problem that I have because it's giving. I don't want your germs.
No.
When we
is it really
germs daily.
But is it really giving the germs, or is it more so of it's like I'm trying to protect you from my dirt that's on my teeth?
Now it's giving I'm trying to flip the script. The issue that I'm having is, as you said earlier, we are one. Okay,
Yeah.
we are one.
Yes,
We
we
should
are.
be able to share all the things. Now, again,
All the
am I
things.
stating that I want to use your toothbrush? I have a desire to do so? No,
Okay.
absolutely not. Okay, I got my own toothbrush. Okay, I got my
Yeah.
own mouthwash, whatever. Okay, I got my
Right.
own cup.
Right.
However, and also, if there came a time where I was in need, then I would not have a problem using it.
And
Would you
and
would you
I would not
use
have a problem allowing you to use it.
would you use my washcloth and or loofah?
Yeah. So here's the thing about that, right? So when you have a white washcloth, right, and you got the soap and everything like that, you once you scrub your body with a white washcloth, right, you can see the dirt. It just there's just something different about seeing the dirt, right, as opposed to a colorful washcloth that you can't really see. You can't see the dirt on the cut. You got a blue washcloth, you ain't gonna really see. You ain't gonna really see whether or not you dirty or not. You just know that you gotta wash your body. But a white washcloth, you can see the dirt on it, and you'd be like, if that's already dirty, probably not gonna want to use that.
But you'd use the blue one that's also dirty.
But you don't know because you can't
Do
see
you
the
see how
dirt.
the logic is not making sense? I mean, I'm trying to
listen,
figure it out.
listen. Y'all know
My
when y'all go to a hotel, all of the linen is normally white, right? If it's normally white, and everybody got your face towels and all that stuff. If you were to use that face towel and you scrub your body, yeah, you're gonna see the dirt that's on your body that you're trying to get off. Try to give that same washcloth to your significant other and say, "Hell, baby, go ahead and wash your
I
face
mean,
with
you're not
this."
wrong, but that doesn't mean the dirt's not there on a blue or a red or pink or yellow towel. Okay, let's talk
But
about
it'd
a
be
loofah. If we,
but
what
it'd be
about a
different.
loofah or the exfoliating glove?
See the difference. It's all about perception,
And see,
right?
no, that's
That's the thing. When you're able to see certain things, when you're able to see that dirt on that white washcloth, you ain't gonna want to use it no more. If you have a loofah or your hand glove and all that stuff, that if it's white and you will see the dirt afterwards,
okay. You
it's
said that.
all
You
about
you said
perception.
that. If we're not talking about specifically white things, I'm just saying in general. Okay, because one thing that you do
Yeah,
uh, damn near every day,
yeah,
okay, is after you're done brushing your teeth
yeah,
with your own toothbrush,
yeah,
you wipe your mouth
yeah.
on my towel.
Correct. I do.
Okay, the towel that I've used to wipe all the parts of my body.
But guess what? You're clean.
Am I though? No,
You've
just kidding.
already, yes, you are. But you've already taken a bath. You've taken a shower. You're clean. All I
But
gotta
it
do is
still has my bodily like that. That's my
that's a
point.
part of the see again. I think the problem is you are not differentiating between
A
that
white washcloth and a blue one.
the dirt that would potentially come off prior to you cleaning your body or prior to you brushing your teeth
Mhm.
versus the aftermath once that's why I said I have no problem with you using my toothbrush. If you feel the need to use my toothbrush, go ahead, baby. That just means I'm not going to use it afterwards.
That's
If
okay.
you were to use the washcloth and wash your body with the white washcloth, I would look at that washcloth and see all the dirt on it and say, you know what? It's I would probably
But you
best
keep
be
harping
best
on the
suited.
white one. The dirt is still there on a colored
But I don't
washcloth.
see it. So if I don't see it, then it ain't
But that's where you're
there.
not making any sense. So again, back to the toothbrush thing. In the grand scheme of
Uh
things,
huh.
it does not make sense. But what I will start doing is, while you're not looking, I am going to lick your toothbrush
That
and
is
just
so nasty,
and put it back
so
so that you and I
nasty,
know. Because
and so
the
wrong.
point I'm trying to make is
We are
I
one.
we are one. We are
Yes.
one. We share all the things. Does it mean we
Yes.
have to share? Does it mean we should share all the time or need to? Absolutely not. But if there is a need, again, in the wilderness, do you remember our anniversary a few years back when we were going to go to that little
Oh my gosh.
I
To
call
the little bubble. Oh,
so
oh my
we tried to do
gosh.
this thing where like he would plan one year, I planned another year, whatever. This particular year I went to Airbnb and found this it was like glamping, right? That's what they call it. Glamping. Then this
Oh my
tent.
god.
And so it was in this rural city not too far from us. A
Oh
friend came over to watch the kids. So we
my
drive out
gosh.
there and he's like, where are we going? I was like, don't worry about it. We're just going on a little place. Blah, 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 blah. We're driving on this road that is pitch
Ain't no lights.
black.
Ain't no lights on the road.
Ain't
You
no
you,
lights.
you go
Ain't no purse people.
right.
Ain't no cars. Ain't nothing. I'm talking pitch
You
black
you
wooded
go from
area.
lights all over the road and all that stuff
Because
to
we were on like a highway.
we was on a highway to
or
get
a major road.
right. So and then you get off and you get off on a it looked like a side road, and then even though it's paved, you ain't got no
And
lights,
not now,
not
not now. Like
damn light.
so, we pull into the area, and they give you the code, just like all Airbnbs. You get a code to get in. So
Oh my
I
gosh!
even putting the window down to get the code, we was freaked out because we were
it was
like, you can't see
crazy.
nobody, you can't see nothing. So we put in the code. We drive to the gate. There's like this little farm, not even farm. This little like a tiny little
It
house,
was
right? On one side, and there's like this warehouse building on the left side,
a
and then you
warehouse
keep
on the other
driving,
side.
and there's this plastic dome in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the woods.
In the
There's a
middle of the wood,
car
there's a
in the
car
ditch.
that
It driving into the woods.
driving in the
It
woods. It
screamed.
wasn't no. It
It screamed
screamed.
scary
Black people
movie.
need to get up out of here.
It
it,
was so scary.
it
We
screamed. Y'all don't belong here, and y'all need to get up out of here because y'all don't belong here.
we were like we were
The
so
antennas
spooked.
popped up.
We were so spooked that we were like, hell,
And you know
hell,
what? It's one of those
hell
things. Yeah,
no, no,
hell
no, no,
no,
no, no.
no. Right. It's one of those things where you get to a location and you was like, you know what? Something ain't right about this.
It
It
felt like we
just
were gonna die.
it felt like we were about to be on the movie Saw, and they was
Which
gonna
is a
capture
scary
us,
movie.
and we was gonna have to do some tricks to get up out of
Yeah,
there and
no.
and and
So
remain alive.
so what we did was we turned around, we drove out, and then I was like, we gotta go
We
back.
gotta-
I said, nobody's gonna believe this. We gotta go back because I wanted to videotape it because it was just so like, what is this place?
We gotta find. We gotta find
And we
that
gotta find the
video
video. We gotta find the
and,
video
and post
because
that video
oh my
because
gosh, it was
y'all
so.
we can't explain the level
I
of
gotta find it.
concern that I know that I had. She didn't have it in the beginning, but
Oh,
from
I
the
had
moment
concern.
we got on that damn dark ass road, I was like, "Baby, what we doing?" Because this
I was
ain't
trying to
this
be
ain't
all
right.
like, I got a surprise for you. We was both gonna have a surprise. And we almost were like, let's just go to a hotel, but I had already paid for the Airbnb. That money was gone. I didn't want to get it back. I was just like, we just finna go home and that's just gonna be that. We got back home. My friend was like, what y'all doing here? We was like, girl, listen.
You wouldn't believe it
So anywho,
if we were in
if
that
we had
situation.
gone there and I need to use your toothbrush, I would have used it.
You would have used my toothbrush, and I would have used it after that.
Anywho,
That's crazy.
I don't think there's anything wrong with sharing. We share a lot of things.
We do. We share a lot of things, but you know what? You got to have boundaries, fellas. You got to have boundaries. I'll say that again, fellas. You got to have boundaries.
Anywho, anywho, so y'all let us know
What y'all
what
think?
y'all think.
Y'all sharing y'all toothbrush with y'all spouse? Are
If
you
you're in the wilderness, okay?
are you sharing the washcloth, the white washcloth that you get at the
How they
hospital?
on the
I
white
know,
one?
cause the thing is, when you wash your body with them white washcloths, you realize how dirty you really are. Are you sharing it with your spouse? Or better
Nobody's
yet,
gonna do
is your
that.
spouse gonna look at that washcloth and say, you know what, this is a good idea? I'm gonna use your
Nobody's
washcloth.
doing that. You keep
Exactly my
talking about
point.
the white
That's my point.
washcloth.
That's my point.
Nobody's doing that.
I
Okay.
rest my case.
Anywho, anywho, y'all let us know what you think. If you are in dire need, if you're in the wilderness, if it came time where you had to use your spouse's toothbrush or not, what
Are
would
you
you do?
using it?
What would you do? Let us know. So, anywho, our last conversation is about the let out, or our segment, excuse me, is called the let out. We went to school in Tallahassee. And when we got out of the club, everybody hung out either outside of the club or at the gas station or whatever. Fun fact: we've actually never clubbed together, but we'll,
Right.
we'll we'll get into that later. Anywho, so it was called Let Out, right? So our Let Out conversation, and the conversation for our podcast is relationship advice, okay? Which we like to give out. Again, we've been in this relationship for a very long time. We just had an argument about 5 minutes ago, and
Oh
here we
my
are.
God.
So, babe, what is our Let Out
our
for the evening?
our let out advice for this evening is to continue to date your significant other, your spouse, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend. Continue to date that person. You don't want to get to a place where you have created this relationship with your significant other. You've you know, created this family dynamic, and you're not continuing to do the things that brought you guys together in the first place. I actually saw a video this week of a pastor talking about how like oftentimes when the kids, when you have you get married and it's just you two, and then the kids end up coming and they come right in the middle of the spouse and the husband, and you lose that love and that connection that you have with that spouse, because you're so dedicated to trying to make sure that you have what you need for your children and for your kids, and rightly so, because you want to be a great parent and everything like that. But at the end of the day, you don't want to lose sight of the fact that what got you there in the first place is that relationship and that commitment to your significant other. So continue to date your spouse, continue to date your significant other. Go out. It doesn't even have to be expensive. It doesn't have to. You don't have to go to an expensive dinner or anything like that. You can do something as small as having a dinner like we did in the kitchen, and the kids were outside and everything like that. So continue to date your spouse to keep that fire burning, y'all.
Absolutely. Because again, one day they'll be gone.
They'll be
One
gone. Yep,
they're gonna graduate and they're gonna leave. Although my children aren't allowed to leave us.
they gonna leave
But
us.
yeah,
Maybe not the little one.
well, he's not leaving you for
He ain't
sure.
gonna leave.
But what I think dating your spouse does is it keeps the friendship going too, right?
Mhm.
Somebody made a comment recently on one of our posts. So I think when we were doing our little date in the kitchen, the person was like, I can tell y'all are really friends, and we are. Like we really
Mhm.
have a good time together. We really enjoy each other's company, and so we just have fun with one another, and we want to continue to have fun with one another.
Even when the kids are gone.
Yeah, even when
Right.
they sleep, even when
Right.
they whatever, you know what I mean. So there are many times after they go to sleep. That's our time. That's our time. During the day it's me and the kids, or him and the kids, and work or whatever, all the things. And so we really do take that time with one another every night, whether it's pretending to watch a movie because I'll be falling asleep, or or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So continue to date, continue to love on your spouse and do all the things, and let us know what date y'all are gonna go on. I don't know
or
what
the
we're gonna
thing
do.
or the things that you think. Yeah, again, it doesn't have to be anything big.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Don't overthink this. It can be something really small in your house,
Yeah,
or in the park, or in the car. It doesn't matter, you know what I mean? But just getting away and spending time with one another without the kids, or without all of the outside influences that, or the day to day things that we get bogged down with,
Mhm.
because we're so, focused on trying to move up, and we're so focused on trying to make sure our kids are the best, have the best and have the greatest and everything like that. And we negate the fact that, what got you guys, or what brought you guys together, was that relationship and that commitment to one another. So definitely don't negate that.
Yeah. So, y'all let us know. I think on the next, I think we already talked about our first date when we tried to watch the movie. Did we talk about that the first episode?
Yeah, that was first
Okay.
episode.
And then, yeah, just keep dating. Just
Yeah,
keep dating. It
keep
doesn't
going.
have to be anything big. So, that's it. That's all. I think, right?
Yeah,
You got
that's
something
it.
else?
No, that's all. That's all for episode numero dos.
Yeah, thank you guys for listening and watching. As I said earlier in the very beginning, please like, share, and comment, and let us know what you think. Let us know what topics you want us to cover. I want to start doing like questions too.
Yeah,
I want to answer
I like a
audience
Q,
questions and stuff.
like a Q&A.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So what? Let us know what y'all want to know about us, and all the things. So
Like,
we
what y'all thought about that Lauren Hill conversation? It was a long, yeah. Mm-hmm. Somebody was wrong,
I
but
was
okay.
not, and that somebody
Yeah.
was you. But anywho, we appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all. Cheers. We
It's
will
all
see
gone.
y'all next week. Bye.
Deuces.